We go. G'day guys, how's it going? Hopefully this second round will make it work better and you guys can actually join me back into this live stream here. Hopefully we're just waiting for people through. I think that's coming through now, which is fantastic to see. So usually it seems to be YouTube and my streams that I actually have to create the second one makes the thing work anyway. So I'll just wait for a few moments for while people come in. Anyway, if you're joining me for the first time, that's welcome to my channel. And for those who do who've come back, it's nice to see you guys, and it's been great not to be in lockdown here for me in Brisbane in Australia. I know a lot of people over in Sydney, they've just got extended for lockdowns there. G'day Andy, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hopefully all the audio is good. I'm trying my best to upgrade things and get things going really well. I'm now using the same computer as what I normally create the stream with anyway. I think that has helped in a way. Anyway, so I'm just going to give you a quick guys what's a few exciting things, some updates on what's happening and what are we doing. So first off, let's get off to, as just like the title says, the cards here. The actual card, this Radeon Pro W6800. Whoa, so I'm going to stand back for this one, and there's a bit of light. The 6800 is actually here, so that's nice. I have to say thank you to AMD for sending me this card here. Now this is I think this may be an engineering sample. What's one of those that's coming? It's only one in Australia at the moment, so and it is quite a beauty. I can tell you, it's got a bit of weight to it, just like the 6900 XT. That has a bit of weight to it as well too. So that is great to see, and it's got a nice blue color. Definitely, I've been testing it because this one arrived. It arrived last week, but because of lockdowns, I couldn't reach to my delivery room, so I finally picked it up on Monday, and I've been having a little play with it, only for a little bit because I had to do other stuff as well too. But I have been started testing this thing out, and I am putting this 6800. For those who don't know what this the Radeon Pro 6800 W6800 is, it's a production class graphics card here. So these aren't really to compete against the gaming cards that you normally would see. So these are in the workstation class. Now I am putting this one straight up against this Quadro RTX 5000. So this is, you'll probably, whoa, here we go. It's sorry, 5000, yeah, 5000. Now this little part is just, it's actually a stabilizer for the workstation that it's actually came out of anyway. So I'm going to put this head-to-head with the W6800. Now this is when I was doing the pre-release with AMD, they were they were comparing these two cards together, and they were just giving us a bit of numbers, and I said those two numbers there, just take it to heart, but when we actually get them, which I do have them side by side, I'm going to put them in. Now I am putting this into, just going to show it to you right here, I am going to put this into this one here. So this is that, I was just going to bring this back up here anyway. So this is over here, is the Threadripper with the 32 core, 64 gigs of RAM of course. So this is a proper workstation class computer, desktop. So that's the Lenovo's P620. You've probably seen that earlier, near the late of last year. So this was released midway last year as a paper launch, but really only started getting stock of it late last year. So it's going to be in a Threadripper there, and I'm going to put them into this, and it is driven by the actual power supply there. Now, surprisingly, I have had this work, both of these two cards here, work in this P620 at the exact same time. Surprisingly, this P620 has enough power. I should actually tell you about the power supply. So the power that comes out, you do need an 8-pin and a 6-pin PCIe. PCIe express power for it, and same with, it's the exact same as the Quadro RTX 5000. That also needs an 8-pin and a 6-pin as well. So this P620, this Lenovo P620, the power supply does have 2 8-pins and 2 6-pins, so it's absolute perfect. So I have been running these two concurrently on the exact same time, and they actually do fit, which is surprisingly. But one of the things is you can't, and this comes down to software, and this is what I've been testing with, is a lot of the software won't run them both concurrently. They do detect them, they see both cards, but they won't actually run them concurrently. They'll just only use one or the other. And you've got to choose in the software on each different software there. So I don't know some of the software very well, so I haven't really put much time into it. But for those who do know, can you run both of the different areas? If it was both quadros, I know they will be able to run together. But because the one's AMD, one's NVIDIA, that's a bit of a different story there. So yeah, that's what I've found so far when I'm running these two cards concurrently. Now, I am also getting the RTX Quadro 3000 in as well. I just left it at work and I just didn't have it with me at the moment because I'm busy testing these two cards out. So I'm going to benchmark it for a few. Now, I've already done my preliminary tests or benchmarks for this W6800, and it's been pretty good, I've got to say. I will be creating a video for it anyway. It is doing quite well compared to the RTX 5000. Now, of course, this W6800 is a little bit cheaper now. I think here in Australia, I think in USD they were doing it around about. I think it was about $300 to $400. I can't remember. I put it up in my previous video, about $300 to $400 cheaper than the RTX 5000. But I think here in Australia, I think it's going to be around about $600 to $800 cheaper. So that's a decent amount of savings there. And there was only I can just tell you straight away, this is a lot better than this RTX 5000. Now, it also depends on the different type of software. I can tell you, unfortunately, all of those benchmarks are actually in this computer on the hard drive. But I think there was one of the softwares that wasn't running decently pretty much the W6800 is just losing a little bit. Now, the one thing I must make just to let you guys know is that I am running the pre-production Radeon Pro drivers that AMD sent me. So that's not bad considering how they're doing. I am very, very happy with the performance of this so far, and it is actually quiet. So I will be doing that the actual fan noise tests as well too for this, because they did talk that this was going to be quite a quiet card. Now, I have ramped this card up fan quite high, and it's loud, but I've also got a GeForce RTX 3090 card, and I've ramped that to the max fan on that, and that's a way louder than what this thing can max out. So that's pretty good. As for the ramp for this one, I can't really do too much in this one here. I can only try and put load on it and see how that goes anyway. So yeah, g'day. I don't know how to pronounce your name again there. Sorry, Abby, Jeet, how are you doing? Now, if you guys, g'day Lawrence, it's good to see you back on. If you have got any benchmarks that you guys want me to do, please put it on the comments below. I will be reading the comments on that to have a look at what kind of benchmarks you guys want to do. Now, if you got a very specialty benchmark, please also link the URL on and also how to actually install it or just even to run it will be fantastic, because I can then do it on these two cards here. Now, okay, Andy, how are you doing? I love if Loves gives the test on some of my massive Autodesk into that innovative modes. Yeah, well, I also just got to let you guys know is I am also got on some of the computers, which is the Precisions. They all have the new Quadros in them. So I'll have a Quadro A3000 and A4000 in them, but I don't think I'll be able to benchmark those at the exact same time when I have this W6800, because I need to probably just do the benchmarks, and then I've got to hand this one back to AMD pretty soon, because this is probably going to be passed around a bit now. So I don't know if I'll be able to get those hand in hand in time. Unfortunately, it's to drill down to stock anyway, so as well too. But yeah, I will do what I can to, and I will keep these one, and I'll probably create a second video with the new Quadros in them, so I can actually compare the W6800 with the new Quadros anyway. I have asked NVIDIA to actually send me something, but they haven't got a response to me, so I don't know. But I like to have a look at the A6000 and the A5000. That'll be awesome to see, but we'll find out. Maybe a little bit later, and I'll find out for that one there. So yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of exciting to see on these two graphics card. So that's a bit of project I'm going to do hopefully over this week. I've also got the other one which actually came through, which is the Dell Precision, which is this one, 3560. I started playing with this one and start testing it out. It's got some surprising results for this one, so be on the lookout for that. I think next week is when I'm going to release it, because I'm probably about 60% finished creating the video for this one here. I've still got a few more things, but there are some interesting thing for that one there, this position here. So be on the lookout at that. So I don't think I'll be creating a video maybe this week. I may release something else. I don't know. I'll see if I have enough time to actually do the recording for that. But I don't want to speed up the recording for this Precision 3560 anyway. So I might just spend a little bit more time on that. So I don't want to rush that just to have timelines for my videos anyway. So same with the AMD. I'm just got a few more. I've got a whole bunch of stuff, and I want to try and give it to some of the experts to actually try and do some benchmarks for this and see what they think of this before I have to return this to AMD anyway. So yeah. Now I also have some updates. Again, if you guys got any questions, put it in the comments in the chat. I am reading the chat. If I'm looking to the left side here or the right side, whichever side. For me, it's the right side. So for you, it's probably left side because the chat's on my left side, right side, which is your left side, right? But yeah, put it in the chat. Now, just to give you a bit of update, because I know a few of you guys have been watching, and I've got an update from Dell on my bunch of Precisions that are coming through. So with my Dell Precisions, I'm going to get the Precision 5760 earlier than all the rest. I think it's about another 2 more weeks that should be arriving. Now with the 5560, I think that's maybe at the start of August is when I'm going to get that one there. And as for the 7560, the Precision 7560, that's away about mid to near the end of August. And as for the Precision 7760, that might be at the start of August is when I'm looking to receive that one there. So just to give you a bit of time frame on those ones there. Now I've also got another old one that's coming through, and that's be about halfway through this year. Halfway through this month. Sorry, not halfway through this month. I think it's halfway through September. Wow, that's a long time. Again, shortages. A lot of part shortages, either to do with display or to do with the headphone jack, which is a bit of a surprising thing in a way. So yeah. So and also got I think the Latitude 5421. That's the new one with the new Tiger Lake processor. Again, that'll be near the end of next month as well too. So just to give a bit of time frame when those are, and then of course those reviews will be give me about 2 or 3 weeks after that as well too. I will do my best to try and rush through those ones there, because I know a lot of people are waiting for those ones there. But yes. But that's pretty much all there is that's happening around here. I've just been busy testing things out. So yeah, anything guys got questions for me for that one there? Also, it's going to be quite an easy, fast stream this week here. But yeah, it's been quite nice to have a play with these 2 graphics cards. I have been just using this Quadro 5000 on just the usual computer to do my video rendering, and it's actually quite stable, because of course again stable because it's got ECC RAM and stuff. And the same with the W6800, that's got ECC RAM on that as well too, so that's caused a bit of stability as well too. Now I know I'm going to reiterate a lot. I know if people's going to ask me this questions either down in the comments and stuff, that people have been trying to compare, because when you do see these results for the W6800, people do try and compare it with the gaming cards. So they will say, why am I paying X amount of money that you can probably pay about half the amount of price, or either probably a similar price as the 6900 XT, when you can see the performance. I'm going to just tell you the performance on this is not going to be close to the gaming cards. They won't be at the top of the rank, even though this is their flagship for the production cards. They will not, and that's even for the Quadros, the same idea. These ones here, these Quadros won't top the charts, expecting to top the charts, because quite simply, these are designed to be run for pretty much 24/7 for a very long workload with massive amount of memory. That's their purpose, is to actually run for a very long time with error correction, more than likely have error correction. So you got a lot of bit of stability. So they're about stability and also be able to run for a very long time. So again, my whole analogy with the whole idea is a gaming card is kind of like your sports or sports supercar that can run really quick. Whereas these production cars, they're kind of like your semi-trailer trucks, where they actually are able to carry massive load for a very, very long period of time. Even though they will both get to A to B exact same, well, not exact same time, but they will get to A to B. Of course, a Ferrari could go a lot faster, or not Ferrari, even just a supercar, you could go faster, but is it able to carry the amount of load, and also is it able to run, say, for example, 3 or 4 days on the road? Now, you usually don't have short bursts in a way. So whereas these production cards are designed for long workloads in a way. So just to let you guys know. So there is a bit of a thing for those ones there. So I think what I will do with the video, when I do the review video here, I will only keep, probably at the start, I'll probably keep just the production cards in the benchmark so you compare, and then maybe I might just do a gaming benchmark at the very end in a way, just to let you guys know in a way. I know another channel's been doing this, which has been quite cool to see, but he's done the gaming side of things, so I might not even do it. I'll just let you guys refer back to that one there. Right, so yeah, I know some people have asked me about the Linux for this W6800. Now, according to the other channel, which is another Australian channel, which is called GearSeek. I think they were trying with the Linux, and they were having some issues with the Linux drivers here. I think I might just skip that for the time being, because if they're having issues, they've got better experts at Linux than I do. And if they've got Linux issues with the drivers, more than likely because it's pre-production drivers, then I think I might just, rather than try and spend a lot of my time trying to get those Linux drives working, I might as well just test these two cards properly in my Windows environment, and then later on, if I get this card back, then hopefully the Linux drivers might have matured, then I might be able to redo those tests again later on anyway. But yeah, just to let you guys know, seems to be quite quiet on the chats this week. So what I might do is I might just call it a night, and just to give you guys a bit of an update, and I might just call it a night and catch you guys later. So as always, remember, imperfections in life makes it beautiful and interesting. I'll catch you guys later. See you next video. Oh.